Welcome to Dice Junkies, and this is Perception Check, episode 14. Hope you enjoy. Welcome to Dice Junkies, and I'm here with
Q.
Damien.
And I'm Zeno Damus. Hope you enjoy. So we're going to jump right here into the news, but first, the most important news is, we're recording this on Mother's Day. So, it won't be posted till Monday, the day after Mother's Day. We're still going to do a shout out. This room's full of testosterone, but we can still say, we love you, Mom.
We love
and
you,
all
Mom.
you mothers out there, have a happy Mother's Day, or I hope you had a happy Mother's Day, and thanks for listening.
My God, I hope no one's mother's listening to this.
Well, we have some women that do listen to Dice Junkies.
Doesn't your mother listen to Dice Junkies?
I've been trying to convince her to stop.
Well.
You're fired.
Yeah, you're not supposed to convince anybody to stop listening to us, man.
You know what we say.
I do. I've met your mother. That's why I love the fact that she listens. I envision every time you do something really horrible, your mother coming up to you later and sort of grabbing you by the ear and going, "Q!" and just twisting,
So anyway, news today.
Which means that's happened before.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So the first thing that we have here is, and this actually happened a little bit before the last broadcast, but we had missed it. But Blade Runner 2049 trailer was released. And wow, I was surprised at how much I enjoyed this trailer. We see some familiar faces in it, though.
Yeah. It kept the feel of Blade Runner. The trailer definitely gave me the feel of Blade Runner.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the familiar face.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
Think they're going to keep that going and he's going to die in this one too?
Oh, now if they kill Harrison Ford and Blade, he is.
They've been
He's
kind of
sort
on a
of
roll
getting
with
that age though, where it's like I think people are afraid to keep older actors because we lose actors so often, especially we lose them before. We lose actors early. It seems a lot. I don't know if it's the lifestyle or what, but it is. So once an actor starts getting up there in age, if you plan on having sequels, it's almost scary to keep them around.
You guys probably got more than me. It's been a long time. I was sitting there and they're loving it, but I'm going I got a feeling I'm missing a lot of this because I don't remember the source material as well.
Yeah.
Because it's just been that long since Blade Runner.
It was a lot different
I feel like Easter eggs were popping up and I was missing them.
But the filming style, the lighting, the coloring, all was way different than the original Blade Runner. This is definitely a different placement, Of course,
the feel.
It's got a good bit of time passed as well since the original, so.
But it definitely carried that feel.
Oh yeah,
Of course, Ridley Scott. So
yeah.
To me, it definitely feels like it's related to the last movie.
It does feel like it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you can tell that the filmography is a lot different as well.
Yep.
Different but familiar.
Anything you saw that caught your eye, like I said, I kept feeling like when I was watching the trailer, I get a feeling that there's something happening here and I'm not catching it because it's been that long.
Some of the tech and stuff had a reminiscent styling of Blade Runner.
I'm talking about the reference your story's not complete, so I'm going okay, I'm trying to remember what, wasn't the main character, there was some big, well, we don't want to spoil it.
Direct references, I'm not really sure, man. I'd have to think more into it, and I try not to dive that much into trailers. A lot of people will break this down and they're going to find all the Easter eggs, find all the different... But I don't want to ruin the movie for me.
Yeah.
So I try not to do that.
What it looks like is it's going to be its own story, but they're going to have references to the first story.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me, and that's enough for me to go, okay, it looks good, it feels good.
It's not a remake.
Yeah, it's not a remake. It feels like it has its own unique story. I'm into it.
I think I might have to refresh myself before I go see it. I think
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
I
get
wouldn't
Blade
mind. I
Runner
wouldn't mind rewatching Blade Runner. Maybe we can get together and
Yeah,
we'll
I think I'm gonna
watch
refresh
Blade
myself.
Runner again.
Because I feel like I'm going to miss something if I don't.
Yeah. We also got a trailer for the Mist TV series based off the Stephen King's The Mist. So,
Very bloody, very gory.
yeah, no, this actually looked really good, and I think I've mentioned this on previous episodes before. I always love Stephen King as like a mini series or a TV series.
Yeah.
Because I feel that a movie doesn't tend to be able to spend enough time to get the amount of detail and awesomeness of
Many of
Stephen
his
King.
series
do
are really
justice.
good.
Yeah.
A movie doesn't really do justice to Stephen King's stories. Now, this did look good.
Like I said, really gory. Like the amount of violence they showed just in a trailer was like, that's more violence than they normally are willing to show on TV.
That's why I'm sort of glad it looks like it is going to focus more on the child side, because that leaves open the adult side for a future movie, and they actually get to cover more of maybe more of the book if they make it into multiple movies.
Yeah.
Of course, we haven't seen it yet, so we don't know for sure. But
Looks like they may be going a little bit off the the story looks like it's going to be different too. So like if you've seen The Mist, I don't think that's going to affect this at all.
The movie definitely this is different. Going to be different than the movie.
Even the nature of The Mist is already got me confused because it almost doesn't seem to be
exactly
the same.
It looks like it's different from the actual.
Yeah, the movie's
the story,
story.
not the movie.
Like
the novella.
Yeah,
It
so I'm
looks
going like, this might
different
be
from
its own, but you know what? It's a series. It could be an alternate story.
Well, and usually, though, it's good. Stephen King tends to be involved in these as well. So you still have his creation, though, and, that brain of his when it comes to telling a story is awesome.
Yeah. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? We got Stanley Weston. He passed away this past week. He was the inventor of the action figure, and
specifically G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe. Now, this isn't a big, huge story, but I thought it deserved a mention because the man, created the action figure, and we use action figures, or we have in the past used action figures in gaming and stuff like that, and we've played with action figures.
Oh, we collect action. Yeah. We have collectibles and stuff like that are action figures, and then me and you especially have we've sold some of our collection.
Yeah,
but
but I mean, it all came from that brain.
Yeah,
so sayonara, my friend.
Especially G.I. Joe. Now, I mean, I'll admit, G.I. Joe grew up. I had a massive G.I. Joe collection.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got.
Now
here.
that one, you can't see it, but that is actually a Marvel, another Marvel, The Gifted.
Yeah, I actually saw this.
I'm not familiar with that one.
It's like, I'm not sure what it's referencing. Like, I'm not familiar with The Gifted.
I looked at, I clicked.
But I watched the trailer and it actually looked good. Of course, it's Fox, so.
Yeah, I mean, but it was a Marvel. It was a Marvel, so I wanted to include it.
Yeah.
Even though it is Fox, and it looked pretty good. It's probably not something I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
But,
wait a minute. If it's Fox, so is it mutants? Because I thought that was the only thing Fox had license for was mutants and X-Men. Because I want to know if this is going to be placed in a Marvel Cinematic Universe.
It doesn't really go.
And Fox hasn't been playing well with the Marvel Universe because it's Fox.
Yeah.
It looks like we'll find out tomorrow, May 15th. So
I'll have to check it out because I mean,
maybe we'll come back on next episode and
we'll be able to talk about it.
We'll be able to talk about it a little
more.
They
seem to be adamant about staying separate. So this,
it's just I'm just worried because it's Fox.
Well, no, I mean that's the problem. If it wasn't Fox, I'd be like, oh, this may be a great addition. Oh, wait, they won't play nicely with others.
Yeah, I mean we already had our feelings hurt by Fox so many times. Let's see. Do we have the most? Who was this that did this list? iTech Post put out a list of games that are going to be displayed at E3. So E3 comes June.
June
12th.
June.
So that's coming up soon, and so we just wanted to bring out a few of the games that we saw on this list. Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, baby.
Ah, yeah.
That's the one.
My curiosity is piqued.
So I'm looking really forward to E3 to see what they do with that. Of course, there have been so many Call of Cthulhu games that have been horrible that I would love to see a good Call of Cthulhu game.
But the mechanics are out there.
If they can just grab the essence of Lovecraft and put it in this game.
I've seen a lot of horror games that hit so close to home that if they're smart, they look at what worked that's out there, they should be able to put together a game that is a unique Lovecraftian experience.
Yeah. Now, we also have Destiny 2, which is highly anticipated.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is the one.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm ready to put my cowboy hat on and get back out there.
I played the first Red Dead Redemption, and I really liked that.
I played a lot of Western games, but Red Dead Redemption reeled me in, and it got me involved in the story.
See, that's two games, totally different genres that I think are going to do really well.
And we will see something about Red Dead Redemption 2.
We've talked about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite before. I'm sort of interested in how that's going to turn out.
Each trailer gets me more excited for it.
Battlefront 2 is also going to be one that I'm really sort of excited for.
I guess we need to mention it for the fans. Metal Gear and with the Witcher
we have the Witcher card game, Metal Gear. We have something called Vampire, which I'm not familiar with, but I'll
maybe they'll actually come out with a good vampire game.
Yeah.
It's been a long time because I'm about to name like a really old, like way back, Vampire the Masquerade. Oh wait, that's way back.
Yeah. Well, the video game wasn't that great.
The video game wasn't that great. Even
it was a good try.
But there was a chick. There was a vampire chick, and the video game series was centered around her.
Oh, Blood Rain.
That was nice. And then they made a movie series out of it, which was even worse.
Oh God!
I think it was U-Bowl. It was. If it wasn't, it was U-Bowl quality.
Yeah.
Movie.
I just hope if they do a vampire, it's a good game.
Yeah.
That's all I can ask.
Then we have Street Fighter 2 has entered the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, can't believe it's just now getting there. I mean, that was the fighting game that started the genre. Really made it its own thing.
Do you think the other three after that had any negative impact on 2 getting into the Hall of Fame?
It might have taken a long time for 2 to fight off everything after Street Fighter 2.
No, I have not played Street Fighter 5, but our friends over at Tech Petition recently did a live stream of them playing Street Fighter 5, and it actually looked pretty good. Now, I heard there's some microtransactions and stuff, which to me has been what's killing most of these fighting type games. I was just recently in the Quake Champions beta, and the NDA fell off today, so I could actually talk about it.
Here's somebody interrupt you rudely during that.
Yeah. I don't know if the video that I recorded, I'm going to be able to post it or not, because it was really jumpy. But with it, I mean, it looked really good. It was very reminiscent of the Quake games, especially Quake Arena.
It looks good.
It was very reminiscent of Quake Arena.
You died a lot.
But they do the microtransactions on it, you know?
Well, that's what we're worried about Marvel Infinite. And I want to steal credit, so I know I do this a lot, but Angry Joe brought this up first, so I'm not going to claim. He was saying, don't do microtransactions. It's one thing to offer some DLC characters, but give us a full roster. So I'm seconding that. They need to drop 20 characters at least on this game.
Well, I'm fine if you want to do microtransactions on some kind of outfit.
No, I don't mind DLC characters, but give me a full roster. Don't do like Killer Instinct, where it's like, here's 3 or 4 characters or whatever. I'm like, that's not a fighting game, man. That's not a full roster.
Yeah.
Like, give me, I'd rather pay, and it's like $60, I think. It's like, if I pay $60, I expect to have a full roster on both sides, and then I can go download Thanos or something, whatever. Yeah. But don't give me a half-ass roster and then go, this is DLC. Because you know what's going to happen? Somebody's going to crack the code. They're going to find out that the characters were already in the fucking game. They always do.
Yeah.
This has happened so many times. They'll go in and go, this is not DLC. These guys were in the game. They're paying you to get the rest of the game you already bought. That is not something I'm okay with.
Yeah. Now, we have this last one. You know more about it, Damien, than the rest of us. So.
The only reason I actually put it on here, I found it kind of amusing and a little encouraging, but basically it's just the Alien Covenant's not out just yet. It's going to be out pretty soon. I don't know the exact date, but it's not out quite yet. Mm-hmm. Ridley Scott's already working on the next movie. He's already working on the next script because he wants to get a certain number out. Mm-hmm. You know, in a
short period of time.
And I'm a little apprehensive. I'm kind of like Hugh. I'm a little apprehensive because when you start just rolling them out, you know, you might screw something up. But what I found amusing is apparently the Aliens versus Predator movies are no longer canon because they're like, mm-hmm. you know, all these movies were really great. He wants to get more movies out in this storyline, with the exception of those Alien versus Predator movies.
Nice.
I like the Yacha, man.
I like Alien versus Predator. I bought the fucking game. Okay, I played the game.
I'm a huge Predator fan, man.
But I don't really want it in my Alien universe.
Actually, I don't disagree with you there. I have mentioned before comically that I'd rather see them cross over into something else a little bit more. Because really, you can't take an action, because the Predators aren't really horror. They really are a little bit more action once they get visible. So they're kind of like these action hero aliens that are interesting. They're not quite heroes, they're not quite villains. They're this culture, they're kind of like space Klingons or Krogans. And I kind of would like to see them actually in another universe where that fits better than to put them over. Because here's what happens when you put them in a horror thing. They keep losing. Because somebody's brought up the fact that you like the Yacha, but they lose every movie. Well, it's a horror. They kind of have to. I'd really like to see something where they were in where they could kind of shine. And the Aliens needs to be a horror genre over here, and it's pure horror. Mm-hmm. There doesn't need to be anybody that whoops alien ass. Yeah. It needs to be horror. I'd still say drop the Yacha in Mass Effect. I don't care what y'all say. And then bring in Liam Neeson. We're going to do
God damn. All right. And I mean, the last, I guess, little bit of thing we can talk about that's news related is
the con?
Yeah. Geek Fest 2.0 in Mississippi is going to be this coming weekend on the 20th and 21st. Me and Q are going to be down there. It's going to actually be the first con that we go to as Dicejunkies. So it'll be a little bit of a different experience for us, you know, playing the media card versus just being there. So
we have to be PC.
Do we?
Oh, we don't?
I know we've got a few different ideas while we're down there. We have the
search for Squirrel Girl, because neither one of us has any flipping idea what that's about.
I actually did go ahead and look up some stuff on Squirrel Girl. Because
you cheating bastard.
Well, no, I was figuring we're going to ask questions. I can't have somebody tell me the wrong answer, and I'll be like, yeah. You know?
Can you say a wrong answer about Squirrel Girl? I hear it's all over the place.
So I actually gathered up some trivia questions for somebody who does say that they are fans of Squirrel Girl and actually knows a lot about Squirrel Girl. I got some trivia questions for them, see just how much they actually know. So, you know, if we find the Squirrel Girl fan, if they're out there, if they really exist.
So if you're watching us, come find us with your Squirrel Girl knowledge.
This is going to be a train wreck.
Other than that, we'll do some other stuff while we're down there. So if you're in Mississippi or you're close by, you should head down, check out Geek Fest 2.0. And you can find it at geekfest.com or southerngeekfest.com. Mm-hmm. So there you go. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode. Be sure to like, subscribe, and down below we have a description with all of our social media. Check that out. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, Google+. All the links are down there. You can see some behind-the-scenes stuff, as well as, you know, just whenever we're posting something, we always post to those medias as well. Also, you can look over to the side here, and we'll have some links to some other videos you might want to check out, as well as below you'll see the Dicejunkies icon where you can click to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.